Tipo,
Uhum.
perché? Ah, ecco.
Aspetta, tanto ascolto alcuni messaggi, ok?
Chiudo per un attimo.
Allora non saranno altre persone entrate, giusto? जय हिंद दोस्तों, जैसे कि प्रोग्राम में थोड़ी सी तब्दीली आई है क्योंकि आज पावेल फिलिप्पो और अलेक्सांडर जी उनका भी सेम टाइम पर लाइव अभी चल रहा है और उसी को लेकर अभी उसका ट्रांसलेट कर दिया जाएगा। तो जो भी अपडेट होगी अभी थोड़े टाइम में चलने वाला है, तो आप सभी से इस चेंजिंग के लिए क्षमा चाहते हैं, पर जो भी अपडेट होगी आज की उसको लाइव टेलीकास्ट कर दिया जाएगा इंग्लिश में। धन्यवाद।
Okay, hello, dear partners. My name is Dmitry. We're just expecting for the broadcast of a webinar of Pavel Filipov to go live. And Pavel Filipov will host today a special guest, top partner, Mr. Alexander Manjula. He's a partner and also national curator of national partner of Solar Group in Germany. So we are just checking that our transmission is live. Please send me in chat some sign, or you can raise a hand if you hear and see me clearly. Ciao Birdi, buonasera. Devo vedere.
Ciao Dima, grazie.
Abbiamo ancora qualche minuto, adesso mando anche il link sul canale.
Ottimo. Abbiamo 5 minuti.
Fatto a posto, ho fatto 10 minuti prima in Facebook, però
non è partito ancora.
Non potevo fare... No, ufficiale penso che è partito.
Sto guardando.
Ecco, adesso faccio go live. SOLARGROUP. Normalmente funziona bene. Hello, dear partners. We're just waiting for a couple of more minutes. Today we'll have a special questions and answers session, as well as translation of live webinar delivered by Head of PR and Advertising, Mr. Pavel Filipov. And we are welcoming also our guest, Mr. Birdi, National Partner of Solar Group in India. Hello, Birdi.
Hello, everyone. Grazie Dimitri per l'invito vostro questo oggi del webinar. Grazie mille a tutti i nostri anche partner collegati con noi. Chi capisce inglese, meglio io capisco, magari faccio fatica a parlare. Grazie comunque.
Ok. Adesso sembra siamo anche in Facebook. We have also Facebook transmission. Puoi provare anche Birdi. Vedere.
Perfetto, è partito, sto guardando. Chi capisce inglese è meglio, io capisco, okay. Magari faccio fatica a parlare. Grazie.
Ecco, sta un po' per iniziare. Magari per facilitare prendo auricolare. Sai che abbiamo invitato il nostro signor Pavel Filipov, ma allo stesso tempo lui ha anche, diciamo, webinar, stesso 17 di Mosca, e così
poteva, sì.
Adesso posso fare come dicevi tu, prima non potevo aprire full screen.
Intanto io cambio un po' di immagine così possono vedere. Ok, vedi?
Faccio anche, ecco.
Dietro facciamo un po' di nostra storia. Questi sono certificati che abbiamo avuto. Qua sono...
Ciao Maura, buonasera, ciao.
Ho mandato anche Mauro, così. Abbiamo fatto un grande collegamento con Mauro, poi dopo un giorno sarai anche te invito, così parleremo quello che abbiamo parlato. Abbiamo bellissime notizie tramite Mauro, che oggi quello che ha parlato. Saremo nostri primi anche passaggi qua a livello territorio italiano.
Okay, Birdi is saying that he invited also some special guests and partners to this webinar. Italian speaking, we'll have also some partners from India, from Italy, from all over a lot of different countries. And I welcome, of course, our English-speaking partners. I remind you that we are hosting every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Moscow time, 9:30 p.m. India time, our webinars in English related with Solar Group project, Duyunov's Motors project. And tonight we have special transmission. It means that I will just translate our head of PR and marketing relations department, Mr. Pavel Filipov, who is hosting tonight a special guest, Mr. Alexander Manjula, now on screen, with main questions and answers on the key questions regarding the project. And Mr. Alexander Manjula has over 13,000 partners in his first line. Questo signore qua è un nostro top partner, ha più di 13.000 persone. Potete immaginare? Così magari puoi anche fare anche in Hindi. Lui ha in sua prima diretta linea 13.000 persone registrate.
Okay, जो हमारे साथ आज जो अलेक्जेंडर जी हैं, इनके जो डायरेक्ट जो पार्टनर है 13,000 से के करीब हैं डायरेक्ट पार्टनर, जो इनका prima linea 13.000.
Sì, 13.000 persone.
डायरेक्ट में ही 13,000 लोग हैं इनके साथ, और हम 3-4-40-50-60 की लाइन लेकर खुश होते हैं। यहाँ पर इनके पास 13,000 की टीम है अलेक्जेंडर जी के पास, डायरेक्ट पार्टनर 13,000। बहुत बड़ी ये भी एक कामयाबी है। Dima?
Ecco, tra poco saranno anche... Se abbiamo qualcuno ha domande, if anybody has a question, you can just raise a hand. You can write in chat. Use our Telegram channel. You can use our chat in WhatsApp. You can use my personal contact. I will put in chat my email and also...
Anche Mauro di qualcosa, se vuole dire. Mauro, se vuoi parlare anche te, hai le domande, puoi chiedere direttamente a Dmitry. Grazie.
Ok. Condivido anche suono. Prima non c'era. Senti anche suono. Ciao Mauro, buonasera. Good evening, Mr. Mauro.
Ciao.
Our partner from Italy. Hello to Italy. Welcome.
Basta appena suono, appena.
Ok. Così.
Ecco, Mauro, puoi parlare anche te così.
Sì, vedo che la società negli ultimi tempi ha fatto veramente grandi passi in avanti e sta veramente investendo anche nella realizzazione della nuova sede, quindi logistica e tecnologica lì in Russia. Volevo chiedere a Dmitriy se magari lui è al corrente di quanto tempo ci vorrà per completare la realizzazione del sito lì in Russia.
Grazie mille Mauro, questa domanda molto interessante, penso per tutti i partner e investitori del progetto. Innanzitutto traduco anche in inglese, perché alcuni di voi già scrivono in chat che manca inglese. Okay, dear friends, we are hosting a special guest, our national partner from India, Mr. Gulshan Kumar Birdi, and also our partner and our guest from Italy, Mr. Mauro. So, and I am translating also in the same time, so no problem, just be patient. Mr. Mauro tells that the company has started to move with good speed towards the completion of the project. And he's asking, when do I think...
Друзья, всем привет! Поставьте, пожалуйста, плюсики в чат на канале Solar Group, если меня хорошо видно и хорошо слышно. Это будет означать, что мы можем начинать нашу прямую трансляцию от финансовой компании Solar Group. Делаем мы это по средам, не каждую неделю, но через одну неделю. И здесь мы говорим о новостях компании Solar Group и нашего инвестиционного проекта «Двигатели Дuyunova». Меня зовут Павел. я являюсь руководителем направления рекламы и связи с общественностью компании SOLARGROUP. Я данный вебинар для вас и проведу. Что сегодня будет? Ну, сначала по традиции мы поговорим о том, что же такое финансовая компания SOLARGROUP, чтобы у всех было единое и четкое понимание того, что мы делаем и куда мы с вами двигаемся. Обсудим, конечно же, новости проекта двигателя Duyunov, поговорим о том, что случилось за последнее время, как проект продвинулся в его реализации. Ну и сегодня, как вы могли уже видеть по анонсу, это не просто партнер, да, проекта, которым его многие знают, это один из самых сильных и самых опытных партнеров нашей компании, который имеет одну из самых больших структур инвесторов. В общем-то, благодаря таким людям, в частности, наш проект так успешно и продвигается, и финансируется. Сегодня у нас будет возможность с ним пообщаться, задать ему интересные вопросы, узнать его получше и, конечно же, получить от него практические рекомендации о том, как эффективно развивать свою партнерскую сеть и продвигать проект двигателя Duyunov. Ну и свои вопросы вы также Александру можете направлять в чат, мы на них также ответим. Ну что, давайте по порядку. Начнем с презентации, краткой презентации компании SOLARGROUP. Что же такое финансовая компания SOLARGROUP? Финансовая компания SOLARGROUP – это компания нового поколения, которая работает на рынке краудинвестинга. Это рынок коллективных инвестиций, где каждый человек может проинвестировать в интересующие его проекты небольшие суммы, а эти самые проекты, набирая необходимое количество инвестиций не от одного инвестора, а от большого количество малых и средних инвесторов может реализовывать свои бизнес-идеи, зарабатывать для себя и для своих инвесторов. Делаем мы это с помощью нашей большой партнерской сети, и сегодня мы видим, что мы делаем это достаточно эффективно. Я думаю, что многие из тех, кто смотрит этот вебинар, знают самые разные инвестиционные направления. Я допускаю, что вы в них инвестируете, и в акции, кто-то, может быть, в недвижимость, драгоценные металлы. Сегодня популярно огромное количество направлений в интернете, там те же криптовалюты, и все это имеет право на жизнь. Но, конечно же, мы сегодня будем говорить именно о краудинвестинге, поскольку занимаемся мы именно им, как одним из самых которому стоит уделить внимание. Вообще, краудинвестинг сегодня очень активно развивается, и я уже говорил на одной из наших последних онлайн-трансляций, что цифры это доказывают, и уже к 2030 году этот рынок будет составлять несколько триллионов долларов, что очень существенный показатель. Это говорит о том, что каждый уважающий себя инвестор будет иметь в своем инвестиционном портфеле тот или иной проект в области крауд-инвестиций. И сегодня SOLARGROUP делает все для того, чтобы у таких инвесторов были все возможности проинвестировать в такие интересные проекты, как сегодня вот является проект двигателя Duyunov, который мы продвигаем. И благодаря нашей работе сегодня у огромного количества людей из всех стран мира есть возможность проинвестировать небольшую сумму средств. Причем сделать это очень просто, используя интернет и компьютер. Наши инвесторы защищены с юридической точки зрения, и несмотря на всю простоту таких инвестиций, все равно мы помогаем каждому разобраться в наших проектах еще лучше, в том числе с помощью данных онлайн-трансляций. Но, конечно же, нельзя было бы говорить, что все это как бы путь к самому проекту. Конечно, SOLARGROUP как компания успешна именно потому, что тот проект, который мы делаем, он сегодня является успешным. Это, конечно же, проект двигателя Duyunov. Это проект по продвижению технологий совмещенных обмоток Slavyanka, благодаря которой сегодня уже наш российский инженер-разработчик Дмитрий Александрович Duyunov проектирует электродвигатели нового поколения, которые гораздо эффективнее того, что сегодня могут предложить другие компании. Ну и, конечно, чтобы эффективнее это делать, для того, чтобы на этом можно было построить действительно бизнес, одна из главных целей проекта – это именно строительство инновационного центра SOLARGROUP, где команда Дмитрия Александровича будет разрабатывать самые разные электродвигатели для самых разных клиентов, зарабатывать деньги и их будет уходить инвесторам в виде дивидендов. Но все инвесторы не просто здесь только, зарабатывать будет не только на прибыли в виде дивидендов. Конечно же, каждый инвестор становится совладельцем этого бизнеса и, в общем-то, в будущем получит акции компании SOLARGROUP, который можно будет продать, поставить у себя, здесь уже решать каждому из вас. Сегодня этот проект находится на стадии реализации, и можно говорить о том, что мы очень серьезно продвинулись вперед. Вот об этом продвижении пойдет наш следующий блог. Будем говорить о том, как развивается наш проект на данный момент, что интересного у нас произошло. Начну я, скажем так, с международной арены, и хочу вас всех поздравить с открытием очередного национального представительства в Бенине. Это Африка, и благодаря нашему национальному партнеру Жилю Веберу, который уже является национальным партнером и во Франции, и в Сенегале, в Кот-д'Ивуаре, теперь еще в Бенине. Мы имеем еще одну страну, где начата
opening of national representative of the country in Benin by our national partner in France and in some African countries, Mr. Gilles Weber. And right now, as you know, many such meetings are right now limited worldwide because of the situation with the pandemic worldwide. But last year we successfully moved on and also organized several meetings. In Benin, we had over 100 persons who visited this event organized by our national partner, Mr. Gilles Weber. And thank you for comment. These persons were located 1.5 meters distant from each other. That's why they could organize such a great meeting together with Mr. Gilles Weber and his assistants. And partners were very interested to hear the developments of the project in order to develop it further. That's why in the neighboring countries in the beginning of August, it's already planned, it's already scheduled to open the next country neighboring to Benin. As soon as we'll have other situation worldwide, we'll go and organize other offline meetings in South America. We have, of course, our partners there with Ms. Elena Lozada, our coordinator. And as soon as travel restrictions will be lifted, we'll be able to travel in those locations and successfully organize also conferences there. Let's move on to the next news. What can I share with you? Some more very important news and announcements of the company. I know that on 25th of July, 29th of July, we'll have the end of the investment phase 13. And many of you are asking whether we'll have some prolongation of this period, prolongation of the change of the investment phase. And I need to tell you that I think there will be no prolongation, so that will be the end of the investment phase. So on 29th of July, we'll have the last day of investment phase number 13, and we'll go into investment phase 14. And I congratulate all of you with this event. Just let me again explain the importance of this event. Today, the great opportunity is to invest still on conditions of stage 13, which are more favorable comparing with the next investment phase 14. That's why please pay attention that till 29th of July you can take advantage of these special conditions. what other things happened, what other developments we had during this period. Of course, one of the great events, great announcements we had is the initial of the preparation of a construction camp in Zelenograd land plot. As you can see, the construction works had been started on 14th of July. It's a great news for all the partners. As you can see, some bulldozers, some construction equipment is already working on the ground. We are preparing the ground for setup the start of construction of our enterprise. As Pavel is saying, the construction equipment is already working. And we need to plan for the start of these works as soon as possible in the foreseeable future. There will be installed special washing stations for the equipment, for the vehicles that go in and out of this land plot, because by regulation you cannot let out any trucks leave the ground without washing it with water. So we'll have some preparation work completed first, and then we can start the construction. And then we'll also install the special cameras that will transmit the construction online to all of our partners. So you can just have the link to this transmission and follow online day by day how the construction works proceed. So as Dmitry Duyunov is saying, you will be able to be constantly observing the construction ground on first hand. Also, we've completed all the paperwork and obtained all the permits necessary for the construction from a Russian agency taking care of, responsible for such permits. And many of who had some doubts, now there are no doubts. This organization gave us a necessary permit. It means that we passed all the checks, all the controls in terms of safety and security on the workplace, so we can successfully work and organize all our production and all our construction process in regards with the local regulations and legislation. So I congratulate you once more with this event. So this is history in the making. This is the great step forward. So this is a very interesting time, the time when we will be we'll see this project turn into physical real enterprise based on combined winding technology. This is a really key event, not only for the project, but also for the market. Because from one side, we are just organizing the crowd investing project. And many of our even competitors and many players in the market will see that we can realize the project of large volume. And Dmitry Duyunov and his team have been able to implement this project, and they will be able to implement also other projects in the future. And right now, as Pavel is saying, we need to emphasize this moment to really underline that we are Remember this date, 15th of July 2020 is one of the brightest moments in the project's history. It's really a great event. And I remind you again that on 29th of July, we'll have the end of this investment phase. And this 13th phase is the last phase when you can upgrade, you can increase your investment package. This is opportunity. For example, if you have an investment package of $2,000, you can increase it and upgrade it to investment package with $5,000, for example. So you can. This is one of main, let's say, main advantages right now before the 29th of July, that you have this opportunity to upgrade your package, to increase your package. This is basically the last opportunity, as Pavel is saying, to be able to do that. So you can take this chance. Otherwise, from the next package, from the next stage, will not have this opportunity to increase the package volume of the existing and of the old packages. That's why it's up to you. We are sure that we will not have such privileges in the future. Many of you have noticed also that we have working much more actively right now in terms of club program. It will enable many partners to earn even more. This club program to be able to join together and to reach these goals. And we have just created a special Telegram channel for Club of 100. Club of 100 is one special club which was created in the beginning of the project, I think in 2017. And some limited, some restricted information is posted there. So it's another advantage of being a club member, that you will have access to this privilege, to the special information. You can also write questions. You can write your comments and questions in the chat. And now I want to invite our guest, which I talked about earlier. Mr. Alexander Manjula is one of the strongest partner. He's a top partner in Solar Group company. And many of you have seen his father, has seen him, and many of you knows him personally. Thanks to him, a lot of investments came into company, reached the company. Let's welcome him. This is the introduction. Thank you all partners. If you have good sound, if you can hear me clearly, please sentite bene. Ok, grazie mille. I might let this. Okay. Hello, Alexander. Please let me know if you can hear us. After the short interview, you'll be able also to ask some questions to Alexander. So you can, don't hesitate. You can write in chat. You can ask a question to one of the most successful partners in company. Please explain, please share a couple of words about you as a normal person. Well, I've graduated from university. I've worked according to my specialization after university. Please let me know what did you do in the past? What was your experience? Where did you work? I think you had worked somewhere, right? It's not like you joined after the school in this business. Well, I've studied at the university during 6 years period. When I've came to my employer, he told he needed the experience. He needed the experience. That's why when I joined this work, I realized that it was not any more interesting for me, that I wanted something more. I wanted to change. And my dream had been to work free, to have more opportunities to development. And I told my boss that it is not good enough for me. And I just started thinking, what could be more opportunities out there for me? I started to read some interesting books, follow some websites. And little by little, I found out about SOLARGROUP project and joined. Please don't be shy, Alexander. You can tell us what other projects you participated in, no problems. So that partners will know that you're not just a passerby, stranger, but maybe you had some other experience before. For me, this experience was like a journey from other planet. But let's talk about that a little bit later. Please please share, how did you start? How did you start become interested in investments? What motivated you? How did it happen? First of all, I like the project very, very much. I like the idea. I like the information about the project. First, I needed the money to start to buy my first package, and I even didn't have the money. And how did I make the money? I just earned the money to buy my first package using the bonus. And that's why little by little I started to have success, and that's how it started for me. What motivated you? Can you explain, Alexander, what motivated you in the beginning? Well, in the beginning, it was just my enthusiasm. Me and my acquaintance, we had just participated in some trainings. This was the first people you contacted with. And then I've started my website. I found out how to publish some materials. I didn't have any acquaintances, any friends who helped me with it. Actually, there's so much information available free online, so I don't know why you need universities right now, because you can basically you can use just all internet instruments, internet tools for free almost, and you can study, you can learn about them online. Also, you're asking me how did I become a successful person, successful partner? Well, I've had this as a target. That's why I've followed these steps, because I had this objective. Once I had this objective, I could think about how can I improve, how can I follow this road. You need to believe in something. You need something to some idea to follow, and then you can. Even when I talked with my friends, with my acquaintances, they didn't have a desire, they didn't have this interest. So they didn't want to follow this step. Also, I have another example. One of my partners is a woman. She couldn't even use a mouse, computer mouse. And when she started asking me the questions, I've helped her out. I just showed her how to do it, how you can develop in this field, and she was grateful. Okay, let's summarize, Alexander. You've had a big desire, you wanted to develop, and you've used this partnership program in order to become to reach your goals, right? Yeah, the main part is to have an idea, to have a target, to have an understanding why are you doing this. Well, what would you recommend to a beginner? There are many people who just starting out, are beginners, or people with experience, but they didn't have this experience before. What would you tell to them? Well, there is no magic pill, but I can just give a general recommendations, general suggestions. You need to be patient, you need to be enthusiastic, and you just do it. You just can make a contact list from your social networks, from your phone book. Just prepare the list. You can start just communicating with other person. You can ask them, what are you doing? What's your... And I have another partner who is working in this using this method. He's just entering some social networks and just starting communicating with his partners. And his conversion has been very high. It's been almost 30%. So it means every third person with whom he spoke, he or she registered using his link. And can you tell us, did you use any advertisement tools, any special tools in order to advertise your materials? Well, I have special chats in Telegram where I'm speaking with my partners. I have a special place dedicated to my partners where they where I work with them. So for sure, you need activity. You need to work. You need to work. You need to be active. All we talk about is to be active. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Yeah, imagine you're starting from zero again. What would you suggest to our partners? What will you do? What can you tell us? Well, the main thing is don't give up. Don't give up. Just, of course, I have some prior experience. I've explored how to make a website, how to make advertisement. First, I would go and check how to create a website. I study it. And then I do it. The same with advertisement. There are many methods of advertisement. You have advertisement targeted with conversion. You have advertisement just to show some materials. You have Instagram channel. And you just analyze what works, what doesn't work. and then you can make. You can choose which channel to use, which works best. You can use the channel. First, in the very beginning, I had a very big first line. I had very huge first line. Even today, it's still big. If you want a suggestion from me, right now we are. The next step is the Latin America market. Latin America is being opened right now, so this is a huge opportunity because the salary is very low there. So you can suggest to them this opportunity, so they can make additional income. Okay, so you mean that you can use also, you can combine direct communication with the advertisement, right? You can use advertisement on different social networks, right? Yeah, always I thought about what would the person who is just approaching the company the first time, what would he or she say? And what feedback will she give? So if you will present a website with very compact and condensed information, but very understandable for a person, it will be the best. Okay, we got it. We understood. So Alexander, you're not just a partner, you're a leader. So you cannot, you may give suggestions to partners. But of course, you can give suggestions how to develop the structure as well. How many partners do you have, Alexander? Well, it's right now it's 12,600 persons, partners. Is it just SOLARGROUP? Yes, it's just in SOLARGROUP. Can you tell us about other projects? Maybe summarize together? Oh no, there is no such number. It's not the same statistics as here. Can you imagine just the level of Alexander? In the total in SOLARGROUP, total in Duyunov's projects motors, we have 260,000 partners. Out of these partners, Alexander accounts for 12,600 partners. You can just imagine that he can be a source of very valuable information and suggestions how to improve, how to reach some of that level and how to work towards reaching this level. Okay, as always, Pavel, the first is to have desire, to have the interest to do what you do. If you just take in the, let's say, what the life presents to you, if you just is satisfied, this is one thing, but I was not satisfied. I was of course, my relatives even started talking me out of it. They were asking, what are you doing? Are you participating in some kind of pyramid, or what are you working on? But I continued believing in this, and I thought it would be possible, and that this is my opportunity, this is my option. If you want to use this chance, this opportunity, or not, this is up to you. This is opportunity which SOLARGROUP offers. You can just imagine, you can just compare which employer, what employer usually can pay you, and what you can earn in SOLARGROUP. So that's why this opportunity was very attractive to me. So again, just be active. You can try new. The main thing is to start is your enthusiasm. Of course, you can find advertisement boards. You can find tools for advertising your website. Of course, you can use social networks, different chats. So basically, you're building up your ecosystem, your own system, your own approach, and then you continue maintaining that contact with the partners, right? Yeah, right now everything is automated. Right now the news announcements go instantly and automatically in Telegram, and it goes on Instagram. So I scaled it up. I use the system that it works automatically. It publishes the news automatically in all the networks simultaneously. Well, Alexander, it seems like you're not just a partner, you're a specialist like internet marketologist, that you use different tools from different sectors and that you combine, you put it together, right? Well, there are different platforms in marketing, Billbox, Metalogia, and I suggest you to study some of the training courses, what Alexander is talking about. There are these courses which you can pay attention to, and then you can study step by step these methods. Of course, you can see that the world is changing very rapidly right now, so the new knowledge is very welcome, is always welcome. And one of the most important things I think you've mentioned, Alexander, is you just not studied them, not just read about them, but you've implemented those tools yourself. Even a simple tool, how to register your domain on the internet. I didn't know that, of course. I was not born with that knowledge. I had to find it out. How to make a video, how to edit a video, how to make a video clip. I didn't know all of that, and I found out. So look, you have already great result, and but you don't stop, right? I think you continue to be involved in the partnership program, and I'm very interested to know whether you're making some next steps, you're making some new developments. What are you working on right now? Well, I'm working more with the leaders, with team leaders right now in my team, and this is I dedicate more attention there, and I also try to develop my first line, but not so actively as before. Also, I'm helping national partner in Germany. There are some difficulties, some questions, some issues that we also solve there. Do you have a special target, special number to reach in the future as a target? Well, I want to have in my portfolio already completed projects like SOLARGROUP, and to reach the target, the financial freedom, the financial independence, to reach the point when I can say, okay, I've reached this target, I've reached the final step. And I hope it's very soon it will come to that. So it will be great to develop the partnership network, that these projects give opportunities to partners to earn and to develop their networks in the future. Also, Alexander is not only a partner, he's also investor. It's very important too, because in the start you're investing yourself, and then you can suggest this activity to other partners. Yeah, it's very important, because if you don't believe in it yourself, if you don't invest yourself first, first you need to invest to feel how it feels, and then you can suggest to other people. Because if you just talk in words without the underlying meaning, it will mean nothing to people. That's why it's great when you hold a part of business. So this partnership program was a great opportunity to create, for me to buy this package, because I didn't have money to buy it. So that's why I use this program to earn money to buy it. As Jill Weber is suggesting that if you don't have money to buy a package, the partnership program is direct path for you to earn, and then you can invest into the project. Okay, the first question we received: how many partners from your structure will invest, in your opinion, into the next project, which will be announced in the future? Well, in my opinion, the person, as soon as he or she sees the profit which he received, then he will make decision whether to invest or not. So I think this is a 100% case. In the future, that when an investor will receive his first profit, his first confirmation of the profit, then he can make such decision. When I started in the project, I saw just outside in the street a man who was riding a bicycle, but he did not use pedals. So I was very interested. Why doesn't he use pedals? Why is it the first electric bicycle? Because there were no electric bicycles around there. And I discovered about this project even before it started, before its launch. That's why it was very interesting for me. The next question: which content do you use to publish in your Telegram channel and other social networks? Is it your private content, or is it your private announcement, personal announcement, or official announcement from the website? No, it's official announcement from the website. Before I could permit to myself, to publish something from myself. Right now, I need to publish and to publicize the official information, official announcement, and the news from the company. I can, of course, filter those news, and whatever I consider to be important announcement, I can publish on my channels. Of course, we have news from other countries, so you can just filter out whatever is important for your country. You can use and utilize for your channels. Yeah, they can, of course, follow the official news of the company. Yes, that's it. Many partners know me personally, so I'm in contact with them and I update them with the news. Okay, another question is how you can advertise using Yandex Direct. Yandex Direct is a Russian website system for advertisement. Yeah, that's another great question. It changes even almost every month now. I don't use Yandex Direct as much as before. But I know that investment activities is a very difficult type of service which you can advertise. And in a lot of cases, they ask you to demonstrate license. And when you don't have license, that could be problematic. Of course, that's due to a lot of fraud going on, and that's why they try to limit this advertisement in mass media, because otherwise they will run risk to advertise something that is not valid. I know also that Facebook has limited any advertisement whatsoever related to cryptocurrencies, right? As far as I know, because many fraud projects use cryptocurrency or cryptocurrency related payments. And that's why the Facebook, just to limit the risk to zero, they just completely banned this type of advertisement. When it's touching cryptocurrency, then it will be not allowed on Facebook. Well, you can look at it differently. They don't allow the word investments, but you can use another word. You can use information support. You can use another key. Another key phrase. Another question: how a network person from network marketing stay on good terms with his relatives and not to fight with them? Well, my uncle, firstly, he was very skeptical, very negative about this activity that I was inviting him to the project, and now he's more relaxed than before. So if you see that the person is not reacting positively, just I don't need to tease them. Let's say they will pay attention when they will see results. As Pavel is saying, when the person doesn't want something, is a rule in sales. He doesn't you don't need to push this product and to suggest it to them. It's better to find several other persons that will become more interested in your product or service. Yeah, it's better that you will have the real results in several months, and so all the questions will be answered. There will be no negative approach. I have a friend whose relatives, whose parents were skeptical in the beginning, but when they saw the results, they changed their mind. Because when person doesn't understand something, they just say, "Oh, stop fantasizing, stop dreaming. There is a normal way." And everything changes. So now, when everything becomes clear, as Alexander is saying, it's the train has gone. You lost the opportunity. So there is a risk involved, but you have also income opportunity. Next question is, Alexander, how long did it take for you to have first results? Well, speaking about myself, I've had my first result after 3 months. I had an advertisement on Yandex Direct. And just after 3 months, I've received my first results, and it works. And I've was very, very positive, because I've realized it really works. And then the first income I received, the first earnings I received, I used to advertise it further, and then to use this tool again. So little by little, even if you have some parties, I don't think it's right to withdraw your bonus and that's it. But rather you can just invest into your development. You can invest into advertisement in order to develop your network, develop your work further. Which scripts you use? Well, there is a special script. If you want, I can write you in personal message with private message. It's called something like Next Script, and you can search on it about it. Once you made one announcement, it goes in all your social networks immediately. Yeah, this is the tool you can use. And how we can get in contact with you? Well, there's my profile in VK, Russian social network, like Facebook, and you can contact me, and we'll send you information. If you have other questions, friends, you can ask them in chat. You can ask to Alexander. You can send a message to Alexander directly, so he will be able to guide you or make some suggestions. Whatever I know, yeah, I can share. It's not a problem. Another question is from Amantai from Kazakhstan. Do you think to have 2 million investment shares in the project, is it good or not? Well, it depends on you. For someone, it's the answer to the question whether you earn a lot or small amount. It depends on you. So you're the one to decide. The amount to invest, the amount to invest into the project, to buy the shares, it's up to you. Whether you have the amount and you will not starve when investing in it, you don't need to sell your house, sell your car and invest. Of course, it's not the correct way. So just be cautious and you can use common sense. Yeah. This is Alexander's VK contact, vk.com/amanjula is contact on the screen. Many of partners are asking, well, I've been fired from my job and should I invest into the project when the dividends will be received, when I will receive the dividends? Alexander, tell me, is it a good approach or not? Of course not. You cannot, you can never invest the last money or the last resources you have into a project. This is not wise. You need to distribute, you have the certain amount, you need to have a certain amount of investments into each project when you will be comfortable with it, and then that's it. That's why we need to overcome our own greed and to fight it. So just as we told about it, it's not enough to have the knowledge. It's important to utilize and to implement this knowledge. Well, I think it has been very, very helpful to be able to hear Alexander. If it's not enough, you can write directly to Alexander. His contact is, you can see on the screen. Thank you all for your attention. Thank you, Pavel, for inviting me and having this webinar. Thank you very much. Well, friends, I think you can hear me now. You can let me know if you can hear clearly. I think that's we can complete our webinar. I'll just check quickly whether all the questions will be answered. There was a question about the privileges of 100, of club of 100. Let me transmit your questions to Pavel also in chat. Pavel Shatsky is the, let's say, the person responsible for this club, so you can ask him if in case of any questions. So the privileges in club, it means some privileges, some bonuses the company has. The company gives you in return for you for being the first to join the project. Mr. Jordan, your question, how can we join the club of 100? Basically, this club was initiated in the beginning of the project, so it's already full, completed with these 100 partners, the club of 100 and the club of 1000, right? So regarding the club, the new club program announced, you can go into your back office and you can check in your personal page online on solargroup.pro how to become a member of this new club program. Basically, you need to have a level master, expert, or professional, and you need to reach income level of $1,000 per month, $2,500 or $5,000 for professional. And then once you have this monthly income and you reinvest 10% of that amount back into the project, in this case, you can become the member of this program and take all advantage of it, of being a member. And you can have all the details, of course, in back office. Well, I think, as Pavel is saying, we've already discussed the main news, main announcement. And of course, it's unrolling the preparation of the construction camp for the construction of our engineering and development center. And from the start of the construction, we'll need to calculate 22 months till the end of the construction. Well, I hope we can complete this transmission. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Moscow time, we'll hold a webinar with Dmitry Alexandrovich Duyunov live. And I hope Dmitry Duyunov will... Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for a nice question. Everything, that's it for tonight from Pavel. Of the presentation of the Duyunov Motors investment projects. Bye-bye to everyone. This was a news and update from Pavel and with his special guest, which we shared and listened in English. Right now, if you have any other additional questions, please, you're more than welcome to ask it. Otherwise, I'll put in chat also our link to our chat and link to social media, link to WhatsApp. If anyone has a question, Birdi, if you have a question regarding the...
Okay, अगर आप हमारे भाई जो हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं किसी के सवाल है तो वो पूछ सकते हैं या अपना हाथ खड़ा कर सकते हैं माइक अपना खोलकर प्लीज अगर आप डायरेक्ट इंग्लिश में बात करेंगे तो हमारे दूसरे पार्टनर को किसी को नहीं आएगी अगर आप कुछ अपना बात रखना चाहते हैं तो कर सकते हैं qualcuno se vuole fare le domande può chiedere direttamente o chat o anche può chiedere anche per
ringraziamo anche signor Mauro per l'attenzione. Non so se segue inglese, proviamo, se no facciamo...
Sì, magari se dai piccoli, dopo. Perché Mauro non segue inglese, magari se vuoi dare suggerimento anche piccolo.
Infatti. Magari se gentilmente mi può ripetere la risposta alla prima domanda, perché onestamente ho avuto difficoltà a seguirla.
Certo. Se puoi ricordare quale...
Sì, io chiedevo fra quanto tempo sarà ultimata
ecco, sì.
quel polo.
Per quando, diciamo, informazione ufficiale, per tutte le fasi parliamo. Può essere o quest'anno o anno prossimo, 2021. Però dobbiamo sempre seguire l'informazione ufficiale, che questo, diciamo, è mia opinione personale. Poi può essere una cosa che si velocizza tutto, che un'altra cosa che si rallenta dovuto da diversi fattori fuori dal nostro controllo, no? Diciamolo così, che certo. Eventualmente non sappiamo, non abbiamo il 100% garanzie, qui è un po' la cosa che non esiste. Sì, il piano è fino a quest'anno / l'anno prossimo, speriamo più presto possibile. Poi pian piano società da tempistica, come adesso siamo a tappa 14ª, sarà da agosto, poi sarà, diciamo, non sappiamo se sarà 15 o 16 o di più. Può essere che scavalchiamo qualche fase, questo non è detto che non si farà, quindi vedremo. Tutto con...
Quindi, sì. Scusami, è possibile...
Scusa un attimo che traduco anche in inglese così, perché mi diranno
sì,
dopo.
Sì.
Okay, grazie. Again, Mr. Mauro is asking, what about, and many of you are asking as well, what about the end phase? When will all the phases will be over? And I explained that according to official information from website and my personal opinion, it's this year or / 2021. And it can be faster, it can be a little bit slower, depending on some global situation and changes in some unforeseen events, but we don't have 100% guarantee. But we hope that we soon will have announcement from the company, and then also we'll see how construction will go, and we'll need to wait and see from Dmitriy Duyunov. He will explain how much funds will be already collected. Sì, grazie Mauro.
Sì, volevo fare un'altra domanda. Quindi è possibile che si chiudano prima le fasi, quindi le 20 fasi della costruzione del polo tecnologico, o saranno in concomitanza?
Sono due flussi, ok, traduco prima, poi rispondo. Also, Mr. Mauro is asking a very interesting question. If it's possible that these two processes, first is construction of the innovative center, and second is raising of capital. Is it go always parallel, or it can one go faster and one go slower? And the response is yes, it's a two separate process. So we can already complete 20 phases and the construction will be still in process. Now I will explain. Sì, praticamente funziona così che come magari alcuni macchinari hanno fatto già anticipo, hanno fatto già alcuni, no? Diciamo, sono già pronti per partire con alcuni lavori, alcune cose hanno già preparato, non aspettando, diciamo, tutti i permessi per avere già macchinari o materiali pronti. Stessa cosa qui, abbiamo fase 14ª, questo, come hanno detto la società, diciamo il numero di fase rappresenta un punto bilanciato tra progetto di finanziamento e progetto di realizzazione anche del progetto. Però per fase 20 questo va bene, poi mi informo anche in azienda per dare una risposta giusta. La mia opinione è anche che la fase 20 potrebbe essere anche chiusa prima di fine di costruzione, perché sarà come che anticipiamo, diciamo, e loro avranno già in anticipo, no? Tutto, diciamo, in forma preventiva, tutti i fondi per poi realizzare tutto ciò che è pianificato. E così, però, come hanno detto loro, 22 mesi è il, diciamo, tempo stimato da fase di magari agosto-settembre, più 22 mesi sarà la costruzione, ufficialmente deve essere chiusa la costruzione e poi la messa in opera, no? Come posso dire, che un ente statale viene là, controllare tutto e firmare un altro documento che dice va bene, questo potete iniziare la vostra attività, potete iniziare tutto, diciamo,
dal nulla osta, diciamo.
Giusto, ecco.
Questo fase qui.
Traduco anche in inglese così. Also, as Dmitry Duyunov mentioned, it will take, as we always discuss, it will take about 22 months from the start, from the August maybe or September, plus 22 months to finish the construction. This is official estimate. So for sure, this period, this 22 months, which is less than 2 years period, it will be already, we'll have completed all the 20 phases. That was my reply. È praticamente anche così, perché anche logicamente che abbiamo questo periodo 22 mesi, e 22 mesi è già, diciamo, sarà il futuro di queste 20 fasi per me, perché già 20 fasi abbiamo pianificato di completare, non lo so, 2020 quest'anno praticamente. E quindi abbiamo, più presto va il processo di raccolta di fondi, per quando capisco io personalmente. Poi diciamo da vedere ufficiale cosa dice anche il signor Dmitriy Duyunov, cosa hanno percepito anche in percentualmente quello da partner, come è stato trasmesso anche da azienda russa, diciamo, questo passo Una domanda molto anche, grazie, giusta, direi.
Sì. Poi un'altra domanda volevo farti. Sai notizie più fresche riguardo l'apertura del mercato interno, quando potrà avvenire?
Ok, traduco anche. Questa è anche un'altra interessante domanda. Also, as Mr. Mauro is asking, when will be having the opening of internal exchange? Because on every webinar we have partners interested also in this reply. Ok, praticamente abbiamo in tutti i webinar anche partner investitori interessati a anche questa risposta, perché prima dicevano magari metà del quest'anno 2020, che siamo già a luglio. Hanno detto che non è da aspettare anche fase 20, può essere fase 19, 18, più avvicinando la fase ultima, che quando avranno già le idee che questo sarà il numero di quote realizzate, quando hanno già fissato, diciamo, il numero di quote per realizzare, no? Accontano, diciamo, fanno tutti i calcoli e sarà chiuso emissione delle quote nuove. In questo periodo, in questo momento possono aprire, diciamo, aprire la borsa interna, diciamo così. Perché prima, adesso stanno ancora immettendo, finché stanno vendendo pacchetti vuol dire che stanno ancora immettendo quote nuove e per prezzo sarà un po' molto libero, diciamo, non sarà molto stabile per questo discorso. Quindi anche in questo caso direi che può essere quest'anno, può essere che magari l'anno prossimo, però da aspettare notizie. C'è sempre, speriamo più presto possibile, dopo dobbiamo solo appoggiarsi a novità ufficiali, che non posso purtroppo dire quello che, diciamo, dobbiamo basarsi sul fatto già anche pubblicato, no? Traduco anche. So as according to company's plan, this opening of internal exchange can be closer to period to investment phase 20. So it can be phase 19, phase 18, but only when the company will know exactly the number of shares, investment shares to be issued. And when there will be no new investment shares issued. So basically, in this moment, the company will be able to open this internal exchange when the price, which will be regulated by bids and asks from the partners, from investors, will be more stable for safety and for security of all the investors, which will be involved in such trade in the internal exchange. Basically, that's the short answer, and we'll need to wait and see the announcements from the company. We hope it will be this year, and we need to follow the official news from the company when it will be exactly. Grazie Mauro per domande.
Posso fare ancora un'altra? Riguardo ipoteticamente, ecco, chiaramente, che valore potrebbero acquisire le quote al momento dell'apertura del mercato? So che è una domanda...
Also, grazie mille anche. Another question from Mr. Mauro is what can be hypothetical value of one investment share in the future when the internal exchange will be opened? And ok, anche la mia opinione sempre privata che, come hanno detto, il piano è di avere un'azione in futuro, quando prima di IPO o qualcosa, che sarà $1, una quota sarebbe uguale a $1, però è molto anche, direi, abbastanza ambiziosa, no? Come il target, come obiettivo. In ogni caso posso rispondere così, che con ogni passo, adesso siamo a fase 13ª, poi 14ª, 15, eccetera, eccetera, e come questo discount va più, diciamo, diminuisce, no? Rischio diminuisce, discount anche, questo sconto diminuisce anche. Questo vuol dire che anche prezzo di quota anche su borsa interna sarà, diciamo, volte più rispetto a quello che adesso, che sta adesso, diciamo, in pacchetto di questa fase. Anche, penso, in pacchetto di fase 20 sarà ancora volte di più. È da vedere, perché ci saranno magari, non so, un numero di persone che vogliono vendere e un numero di persone che vogliono comprare. Questo sarà adeguato, sempre bilanciato da... Non è che sarà stabilito dall'azienda, no, sarà bilanciato da numero di, come no, come più o meno come in piattaforma di Binance o qualcosa, che lì ci sono una marea di persone che vogliono vendere e altri vogliono comprare. E, diciamo, la media sarà quel prezzo più o meno, diciamo, adeguato da mercato stesso. Questo anche se sarà nostro interno, però già 260.000 di persone, già, diciamo, abbastanza un numero elevato di persone che possono regolare anche il prezzo. Questo traduco anche in inglese. Thanks, Mauro, also for this question. As I'm explaining that basically about the company's plan is to have the one investment share equal $1 in the future before IPO. Of course, in my opinion, it will be much, much higher than today's price. In this stage 13, stage 14, stage even 20, it will be many, many fold higher than today's investment share price. Also, many partners, once the internal exchange will be opened, many partners will want to buy and many partners will want to sell maybe its shares and to have this trade going on. And so it will be stabilized automatically inside our system, inside the back office, and we will just see how much will be the price. And of course, nobody has an exact number right now because it will be fluctuated and it will be relative to the bids and asks by the investors. Ok.
Ma scusami,
sì.
Anche sbilanciandosi, sempre tenendosi bassi, la quotazione quindi potrebbe, almeno da quello che mi sono fatto anche un'idea, potrebbe oscillare tra i 30 e i 50 centesimi?
Sì, per me, ok, traduco anche. If the share after this internal exchange can be from 30 to 50 cents, penso sia che sì, ma poi è una, diciamo, opinione così. Non abbiamo sotto numeri, diciamo, no, bilancio in mano per dire sì, questo numero quote emesse. Questo magari chiediamo una volta al nostro supporto tecnico o responsabili. Questo sarebbe, a me interesserebbe anche.
Ovvio, interesserebbe un po' a tutti.
Giusto.
Chiaro.
Poi sì, abbiamo già provato anche l'autunno scorso con Birdi, parlando con anche Elena. Lei chiedeva, c'erano persone anche dall'America Latina che chiedevano, ma se sappiamo già più o meno la stima di numero quote emesse, loro hanno detto sì, sappiamo perché noi stiamo gestendo, no, questo sistema, però teniamo riservato perché per motivi di sicurezza e poi secondo motivo per un po' magari per non
soprastimare, diciamo.
Soprastimare, sì, giusto, oppure per non sottostimare, per aspettativa anche delle persone, perché magari poi ci sono delle riflessi o poi sai che ogni tanto fanno ripost, una cosa, una parte, poi sarà tutta una storia di eventi come dominò, sarà così. Per evitare questo, sì.
Anche se a me è capitato, quindi probabilmente forse ricorderete anche voi, forse un webinar di un paio di mesi fa, Pavel si era un po' sbilanciato, addirittura aveva fatto intravedere la possibilità del valore delle quote che potesse arrivare anche ai $2-3. Non so se lo ricordate anche voi, quindi aveva fatto questa sorta, diciamo, di... E poi si era subito ritirato in trincea, quasi per controbilanciare il... Ma verosimilmente potrebbe, certo, può succedere di tutto.
Sì, non abbiamo ancora informazioni tutte in mano per quelle analisi, però è domanda molto valida. Traduco anche per i nostri partner che sono anche di India o da South Africa. As Mr. Mauro is suggesting, we don't have yet information enough to analyze and to say that it will be maybe from 30 to 50 cents per one investment share. It might be higher or lower, we don't know, but we don't have exact number because the company right now is considered as a confidential or reserved information, so it doesn't publish this information. And as soon as we'll be I think closer to stage 20, it will publish, for example, how many million, how many I don't know, tens or hundreds of millions shares issued, or what it will be exactly, or approximate number. Then we'll say, okay, we have this target, $50 million. We divide number of shares by this target, and or vice versa, we divide $50 million by number of shares, and we have approximate the number of the price per share, right? And right now we don't have this information. We'll ask, we can ask again the company's representatives if they will share such information. Thank you very much, Mauro. Sì, grazie mille, perché sì, se direbbero di questi 50 milioni, no? Diviso numero di quote, avrei già subito più o meno la stima di prezzo nominale. Ovvio che è un miglior modo di fare tale stima per questo. Virdis, altre domande o se magari anche Mauro?
Sì, grazie mille, no, sto facendo ascoltatore, tanto magari sai che sappiamo già, abbiamo seguito tutti i nostri webinar. L'unica cosa che se vogliamo un po' essere informati, che diamo online noi, chiedo ai nostri tutti i partner di collegare webinar che sono ogni settimana, abbiamo ospiti speciali, poi abbiamo diciamo nostri partner che fanno webinar. Perché lo dico questo? Così avete già aggiornamenti diciamo vivi anche settimana per settimana. Magari qualcosa avete voi, vostre idee, qualcosa potete anche condividere con noi e possiamo anche portarla fino alla società. E grazie mille essere qui, anche grazie Dmitry, Mauro e altri nostri partner.
Okay, as Birdi is suggesting, please be aware that every week on Wednesday, we have our webinar in English with special guest, this or that. And when we don't have guests, we hold a normal presentation. The presentation is available online in different languages. I think it's in more than 10 languages, English, c'è anche in italiano, penso, presentazione, giusto? Dovrebbe essere sul sito. Italian, German, also Hindi, and other languages. If you're a registered partner, you go into back office at solargroup.pro, you open area for partners, and you go to presentations, and you can download this presentation. You can share it with your partners. You can make your own presentation in Zoom, or you can go and meet your partner in person. And so this meeting that was this special guest, Pavel Filipov, which we're supposed to have today, it's postponed till next Wednesday because he had his own special guest today, Mr. Alexander Manjula. That's why next week, again, Pavel Filipov with our questions and his answers. Now I translate also for our partners from Italy. Allora, come abbiamo detto con Biri, che ogni settimana teniamo webinar alle 7 di Mosca, 6 praticamente alle 18 di Italia. E anche, diciamo, mercoledì prossimo sarà webinar con ospite speciale signor Pavel Filipov, perché lui aveva oggi suo ospite speciale, il partner Alexander Manjula da Russia. E possiamo anche porre, lui anche essendo responsabile del reparto pubblicità e diciamo PR, potrebbe anche dare un'idea di numero di quote, se sa già queste informazioni. Possiamo provare, facciamo un tentativo di anche un po' approfondire questa tematica con lui anche mercoledì prossimo in diretta.
Quindi possiamo farle a lui direttamente le domande.
Giusto.
Certo.
Ok. ringraziamo tutti, magari Virgi anche, fai un saluto anche auguri a tutti in India, teniamo duri anche per, ok, faccio in inglese, no? Per salute, eccetera, eccetera, che diciamo questo. I also want to thank all the partners for attention, because right now we have, we're in the middle of some process, which I hope will have everything, a good situation in the world, in all the countries. We'll open all the borders, and we will have great health and great mood, and all the will be again not limited to go shopping or to go to enjoy in anywhere in the world very soon, hopefully. And hope you stay safe, you take care of yourself, you keep your immunity high, and you think about your own financial future and how to be not dependent on one person, but work together with your teams, work together with your friends and acquaintances, and try to motivate yourself, try to motivate others to do and to develop yourself, to develop your financial freedom, your financial independency, and you can be stable and live life more fully and enjoy yourself. Ok, magari se puoi tradurre qualcosa in dare auguri per tutta India. Bye bye.
ओके, धन्यवाद दोस्तों सभी को। और आप लोगों को ये कहना चाहते हैं कि जैसे कि अभी जो संकट की घड़ी है उसमें अपना हौसले बुलंद रखें, और जल्दी ही ये जो संकट की घड़ी जैसे ही पूरी दुनिया से हटती है तो हम सब कुछ नॉर्मल होता है, और ये जो बॉर्डर लाइनें हैं, ये इधर उधर आने जाने का सब जब खुल जाता है तो बहुत ही अच्छे रिजल्ट के साथ और बहुत ही अच्छी टीम के साथ हम सभी आगे बढ़ेंगे। धन्यवाद। Grazie Dima, grazie a tutti, thank you al partner online and offline. Ci stanno seguendo anche da Facebook, anche ci sono quelli che sono collegati con noi. Grazie Mauro.
Grazie. Se vediamo saranno più
Grazie a voi.
da Italia, volentieri, siamo molto felici di vedervi qui anche, perché così tramite italiano faremo un po' aggiornamenti, tramite così inglese-italiano, puoi invitare anche altre persone, Mauro, saremo molto lieti, no? Anche il prossimo...
Anche Mauro, se vuoi dare te qualche suggerimento, quello che stiamo pianificato oggi noi, anche se vuoi parlare, puoi parlare, così lui può suggerire anche in inglese.
Se non è privato, vediamo.
Sì, va bene, stiamo pianificando per le aperture, no?
Pianificando un'eventuale, diciamo, apertura di una sede in Italia, e quindi stiamo un po' valutando bene come impostarla. Tutto qui.
Sì, rimango ancora, diciamo, lavoro in progress.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, dear partners. Thank you for your attention. As always, you can find the link to this transmission on our official channel, Duyunov's webinars on YouTube. You can find here in chat, WhatsApp and Telegram. You can ask national partner Birdi or myself, or you can go online to have connection with technical support. You can always find a question mark on your back office and ask them any question, and they will try to help you, try to reply to you. Remember that technical support is working for you from Monday to Friday, from 7 a.m. Moscow time till late at night, till midnight, 12 p.m. Moscow time. Saturday and Sunday they are offline, so you can write to email. And have a good evening, and thank you for your attention. Bye bye. Ciao a tutti. Ciao ciao.
Ciao.